So if something is told to you and somebody's giving you valuable information, think about how they're looking at you when they're giving you something valuable. They also trust you to know that you're not gonna turn on them after they give you that valuable information. Because a lot of people, it's hard to trust people. It's hard to talk to people. It's hard to open up. So when they open up to somebody like you, guess what? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna break the bridge. Exactly. So you're not supposed to be doing that. Exactly.
You're making it more harder for that person to say, well, who can I
Hebrews 13 and 4. Is that it on that?
It's like,
Let's keep reading. Now watch this.
And thou shalt fare never the worse.
And you shall fail never the worse. Now they're not going to be looking at you out of the side of their eye. Now they're going to be able to understand they can trust you when you're not rehearsing something that they told you that's something personal. That's personal information. You don't want to reveal that.
That's for a long time. Ever
Right.
since I was a child.
Yes. Yes, read it.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Whether it be to friend or foe,
Rather you're telling another friend or an enemy, read on.
talk not of other men's lives.
Don't talk of other men's lives. We can't do that. We got to get away from that.
God's not pleased with that.
So did your best.
Only thing we should say about somebody.
Let's finish the scripture. Watch this. Read.
And if thou canst without offense, reveal them not.
Did you see that? Because you can offend by somebody, you telling somebody else personal information, especially if it's a secret directed to you. Because they know you're not going to go talking about another person's life, situation. You understand? So now watch this. You said you don't know if you in love or if it's just lust. When it comes to relationships, most people don't know how to stand alone, right? Because they want to be with somebody. But before you come and gather yourself with somebody else, you got to know how to take accountability, right? You got to know why the person wants you or wants to be around you or want to talk to you or want to be in a relationship, a friend. You got to know why. I got a question. How long y'all been talking? You going only a year? That's it? Only a year. You only been knowing him a year? I got to tell you this, sis. You got to learn how to be alone, to build your spirit up, to know what you need. You got to know what you need for you first. Right. So as an Israelite, that's the tip of the iceberg. That's a start. So now you got to know what's required of you as an Israelite. So you know whatever man come into your grace, right? You know what to expect from him, and he know what to expect from you. Right now is lust. Did he ask to marry you yet? Okay, he told you that. Stop. Hold on. He told you that though, right? Did he lay down with you first or marry you? No. Did he lay down with you first after he told you that? He told you he wanted to marry you, right? Yes, sex. Y'all never had sex. Okay, but y'all cuddle though. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Don't matter. You got to stop that. You got to stop that because it's going to ultimately lead to you going all the way.
Right.
Watch this, Hebrews 13 and 4. If he don't want you for this, he's not for you. Watch this, read.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
God says marriage is honorable in all. If he's not talking about marriage, for example, does he have a home? He doesn't have a home. Does he have a car? Does he have a job? He don't got a home, car, or job, and that's the man you want? It don't sound right.
No, because I'm kind of embarrassed.
You should be. Exactly.
This is somebody who can't even take care of me.
No, hold on. No. Let's not even get to you. He can't even take care of his damn self. Because he don't understand his purpose on what he's supposed to be doing. So just knowing you an Israelite is not enough. We got to start applying what God say to do. We got to start going to the book and following the requirements on what we're supposed to be doing, so the Lord, hold on, so the Lord can bring us success. That's why we're not having success, because we're not following the Bible.
The laws of God.
Listen, our priorities is jacked up. Priorities is jacked up. So it's two people coming together. Y'all lay down. Guess what? Have a baby. What's next? Okay.
My sister said she don't got no.
So now watch this. I'm gonna show you how bad it's gonna get. You let him lay down, go inside of you, get you pregnant. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no car. And he don't want to marry you. You think he'll ever do those three things for you? Nope, because you let him have it when he was at his worst. You let him get it while he was at his worst. So you think he gonna respect you? He gonna drag you through the damn mud. So you gotta start following the Bible. What did the Bible just say? Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So if he's not looking to marry you, leave it alone. And he's not marriage material. That's the point. He's not ready for that right now. He just trying to get his rocks off. That's it. You said what? Sister, come on, man. That's crazy. How old are you? You 20. Right, you 28. Why are you dealing with somebody that's 70? You were very attracted to him. So look, sis, you got a lot going on. How you doing today, brother?
Roger.
Roderick.
Yep. 18.
18. So you a youngster, bro. How you doing, bro? So sis, you got a lot going on. Hey, Roderick, where you going?
I gotta go.
Oh, you got a dip? All right, bro. You got a flyer though?
Yeah.
All right, get in contact with us, bro. All right. You got a lot of mess, but it's fixable if you apply what's being said. Now watch this. Let's keep reading.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is honorable in all. Read on.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed undefiled.
But whoremongers.
But what?
Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. What's a whoremonger? Somebody that just cuddles with a man that they married to. Yeah. Vice versa, 100%. You're actually sharp. You're actually sharp and attentive to what's being brought out.
Right.
You just don't make good decisions. You know why? You don't follow God. That's the point. You don't follow God. That's why you being sharp goes out the window, because you're gonna make a decision that's gonna put you through a world full of hurt, and you're gonna be struggling for the rest of your life. Marriage is one of the biggest decisions you gotta make.
Right.
What's your purpose as a woman? What you supposed to be doing right now? 1 Corinthians 7.
I'm supposed to first of all be getting prepared to become a wife.
You supposed to be, okay, how you gonna do that? Okay, how you gonna do that?
First of all, I'm supposed to stick to the Bible.
You go to church?
I've been going in the last couple of weeks.
Last couple weeks.
To go back.
No, you don't. No. That church is horrible. That church is horrible. I'm telling you straight up, that church is horrible. They've been teaching you wrong, and they've been teaching us wrong for centuries. You wanna know why? Because the same people that put us in slavery, like you said, who've been teaching us religion? White folks. It is what it is. Look, they've been teaching this man-made religion forever. Ever since we got put on cargo slave ships. They broke us down with religion. That was one of their tools to really indoctrinate us.
To control us.
Exactly.
It's proper in Church of Christ.
100%.
There's a lot of baptisms.
But this is my point. You got to get out of there. You got to come to our school. We got a school in Sacramento.
Right.
Yes, and get there and get educated and be around like-minded sisters that are Israelites, that follow the scriptures, that have husbands, and they can help guide you through that stuff. The church that you at, you're never going to be taught how to be a wife. You're not going to be taught how to be a wife. Give me Titus 2. Give me, I'm telling you, you're being taught wrong. You need to leave that church alone. They're never going to teach you this. That's why I asked you what your purpose is.
God needs to move me to another church.
Yes, they need to, yes, you need to be moved here.
It's a Church of Christ, and I like the Church of Christ. You've heard of the Church of Christ, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's Christ's church.
You know why that church is wrong? You still wearing pants. Yeah, you're supposed to wear, that, you can wear that under your dress. They still got you wearing pants. Did you know it was a commandment to have your head covered when the scripture's coming out? You see that? So so your job, or your focus really should be, is applying what the Bible says. The things that you hear, you got to add unto it and do it every day. You got to wear a dress. So to actually be godly. To be godly, you got to do what God said. It is in you. But if you're not doing it, you're not going to have any success, and you're going to see the same results over and over again until you start applying.
It's kind of like a doctor. You go to a doctor.
Exactly.
The doctor tells you to do something, and you don't do it. And how are you going to get well? How are they going to treat you?
Exactly. So let's listen to the doctor. Let's go. Titus 2 and verse 4.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 4. That they may teach the young woman to be sober.
To be what?
To be sober.
You smoke? You don't smoke? That's good. But you're not all the way sober. You want to know why? Because you're still going to that same church.
Right.
These churches indoctrinate us and cause us not to be sober. Think about it. The scriptures that we've been reading been in the Bible ever since the Bible was written. And it's throwing us off. Right? So we got to be sober when it comes to doctrine and when it comes to drinking. Right. When it comes to smoking and all of that. Watch this. Read.
To love their husbands.
To do what?
To love their husbands.
Are the women in your church really teaching you how to love your husbands? Learn how to love a husband? No. You would have answered it already. No. Exactly. You don't see it. It's not there. You want to know why? Because women run these religions. When you think about church today, women are running the congregation.
Right.
And they're running their husbands. It's actually the total opposite.
Bring it out.
You don't see women being taught how to love their husbands.
It's learned behavior. It's taught behavior.
Now watch this. Read on. Let's keep reading.
To love their husbands.
Yeah.
To love their children.
To do what?
To love their children.
So you see this? It's a process. You got to go through this process. You got to be sober, right? You got to learn how to love your husband. And then that's when the children come in. Because think about if you would have laid up with dude with how broken he is and how broken you are, and then you have children. You're going to have broken children. They're going to be in the system. You got to really learn how to deal with. You don't really know somebody until you go to the length of laying down with them. Did you hear what I just said? You really don't know somebody until you even before you pregnant. After you lay down with them, guess what? They're going to show you the real them.
Right.
That don't matter. That ain't no reason to fornicate.
Right.
Who cares if you're on birth control? You got to learn discipline. That's what it's called.
Where's the nation? Nation is family. Nation is community.